So when you read the Bible, the problem, Pastor, that David is suffering with, because if you just read the Bible,
all right,
you'll see at the time of the text, Saul is the appointed king over Israel. David is the anointed king over Israel. You still asleep? Let's try one more time. Saul is appointed, but hold on, he's no longer anointed, which suggests to me you can have the anointing and God will strip it off of you. And many of y'all singing at them programs and ain't got nobody's power, because watch this, anytime you think you're bigger than the one who made you, he know how to reach way up high and pull you right back to where you're supposed to be. I knew y'all wasn't gonna shout over there, because you thought just because they can riff and they can roar and it sound good and that drive with the lock and that drive with the lock and that all that moves you and that motivates you in a place, and you thought it was the power, but it really was a gift.
Come on! That's right. That's right.
absolutely.
So he's been anointed.
Good stuff.
David ain't been appointed, but Saul been appointed, but no longer. Watch this. Because God is the only boss that will fire you and let you keep working.
Come on.
My God.
That's how he just moves. And he'll let y'all keep singing and preaching for the benefit of somebody else. And you ain't even on payroll no more. It's not appointed. So he has to wait on God to open his assignment up.
Right.
He has to wait on God to move on his behalf.
Right. Yes, sir.
Every program ain't your assignment.
Come on.
There comes a time you just got to stop going for the money and say, God, you got to help me, but I want somebody to be delivered. I want somebody to be set free. Hold up, it is. He's anointed.
Come on here.
Come
But he
on.
don't have a position yet.
Come on.
Because God shows us in the Bible that it's not the appointment that destroys the yoke.
Come on.
It's the anointing that destroys the yoke.
Yeah.
But here's the big issue.
Preach, Tate.
How can you be anointed and destroying yokes on other folk life and you still yoked up yourself?
My God.
I knew y'all was going to get mad at this one. Because if anything, if the anointing that you have going to destroy some yoke, the first yoke ought to be destroyed is your own yoke. Lord, don't let me preach. Don't let me sing. And I'm yoked down and I got all these. Y'all just go sit there and look at me like that. You got to say, God, let me be the first one to be. So, okay, y'all don't like that. Let me move on. So he waiting on God to do something on his behalf.
That's good.
He's in home pattern, waiting on God to open up his assignment. But I want to give y'all three things and I'm done. Your testimony is this. The reason why somehow you survive, it's in verse number 14, because God will keep you from being discovered. Let me read it. Every day Saul is searching for David. But the issue is he cannot find him. Now David has literally been on the run for 10 plus years before he's ever before he ever becomes the king. So he's on the run for his life, hiding in caves and hiding in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Every day for 10 years plus, he's on the run trying to make sure that Saul don't catch him and kill him. But there's something I read in the Bible that ought to shout at all of us. I read it, but you didn't say nothing. So let me see if I can go back and read it again so you will shout this time. Every day, Saul is searching for David, but God. I used to be slow too. Let me try one more time, because you didn't realize it was there's a two-word testimony tucked away in the text, that every day Saul is trying to kill him, trying to destroy him. It is suggested that while Saul is going up one side of the mountain, David is going up the other side of the mountain, but God does not allow them to have any kind of connection. God doesn't allow them to have any kind of interference. Is because God has a way of keeping you from the thing that's supposed to kill you. You ain't saying nothing. Boy, I just need about 50 y'all who can testify, I should have been dead, but he kept me. No, the reason why I'm here is because he kept my mind in perfect peace. The reason why I didn't cuss them or cut them is because God kept me. Now, if God ain't kept you, don't say nothing. But if you know you made it through all of the stuff you've been through, because God's power and God's keeping power, I need you to just shout, he kept me. But watch this. He says, every day Saul says, shout it back to me, but God. Now, only people who have had some but God moments in your life can shout along through here. Should have lost my mind, but God. Should have went crazy, but God. COVID should have taken me out, but God. Cancer should have killed me, but God. High blood pressure should have just done away with my life, but God. Stroke should have eliminated me, but God. I need about 5 of y'all who didn't come to play church this morning, but you know how to feel to have some but God moments, to lean down, look at somebody down your row and tell them, but God is going to save your children, but God is going to heal your body, but God is going to snatch you out, but God is going to regulate your mind, but God is going to fix you. Let me go. So he's on the run. He can't find me. Because whenever God hides you, the enemy can't find you. This messed me up, Bishop. What do you do when hiding becomes your headquarters?
My God.
What do you do when God has to hide you to heal you?
My God.
You know, sometimes I learn that sometimes you say, why my group ain't the headliner? Why I can't never get the push and the promotion? And God says,
You in hide.
I'm hiding you. Because if I don't hide you, it's some stuff down the road that you might can't handle that'll take you out. So I got to hide you, because while I'm hiding you, I'm preparing you. See, the problem that what happens in the church is we give so many folk platforms that ain't prepared. And so he says, before I can give you what you really need, I gotta hide you. Because you don't know what God is protecting you from down. Hold on, I just need about 5 of y'all who can just thank God he was hiding you, because you didn't know what God protecting you from. You don't know what God was protecting you from. Hit it. He's hiding him. Okay, he can't find him. He can't find him. He can't find him. So how in the world does your hiding place become your headquarters? Because now you got to learn how to turn a cave into a cathedral. You got to learn how to turn your wilderness into your worshiping spot. So what do you do when hiding becomes? Okay. What do you do when ain't nobody picking up the phone booking you?
Right now.
Do you go somewhere and go down on your knees and say, this is my time of preparation? Because let's be real. Let's be real. Can I be real for a moment? You told me to take my time. It was just in a matter of moments that none of us, that all of us were back to being nobodies. Because you wasn't on no plane. You wasn't going in that bus going to another city. No, because COVID had you stuck at home. And whatever you did during COVID, that should have been your time of preparation. You ain't prayed that much in your life. You ain't sung, Father, I stretch my hand to thee that much in your life. You didn't say, God, keep me that much in your life. And you know you done some crazy stuff. So sometimes God will put us all in a place to say, you ain't nobody. I can stop your little calendar. I can put everything in your life on pause. Okay, y'all don't like this. I'm going. Y'all don't like this. You're looking at me crazy. So watch this. So text says, God had to hide him to protect him. So catch this. He's trying to kill him, but he can't kill him. If y'all don't shout over this, I'm dropping the mic like Michael Jackson and we'll try it another time. That the reason why he cannot find him, he cannot kill him, he cannot destroy him, is because it's going to be hard to kill what God got covered. Oh, I need you to look down your road. Now for you bougie folk who ain't saying nothing, and you just on the bobblehead committee, and you just, I ain't talking to you. But I need you to look down your row and just start praising God because you've been covered. I need you to open up your mouth and say, I'm covered, I'm covered, I'm covered. If you ain't covered, don't say nothing. But if you know your family is covered, your children is covered, your church is covered, your ministry is covered, I dare you to tell somebody he can't kill me because God got me covered. And if God got me covered, that means the devil can't find me. I dare you to put your hand on somebody's shoulder right quick and speak over their life and say, neighbor, after today, your life will never be the same, because everything that tried to kill you, everything that tried to take you out, everything that the enemy set up for your bad, tell them God got you covered. God got you covered. You're walking in a new season. You're walking in a new season. I ain't just covered by myself. He's gonna grace me. He's gonna favor me. He's gonna cover me. I need about 50 of y'all to rap back and shout out, cover. Been through for the past discovered. But then secondly, I gotta go. He'll keep you from being discouraged. Hold on. David is in a rough place. Because he got to hide from people that he helped. Because y'all don't read your Bible. Because one day, David went to Saul's camp. And he had his boy with him. And his boy wanted to kill Saul. Because God put Saul and all of his people in a deep sleep.
All right.
And soon as the brother wanted to kill him, David said, no. No, leave him alone. Don't kill him. Let God help him.
You ready to go?
You know you're growing up in your faith.
Yes, Lord.
When you learn how to help people that has hurt you. You know you're growing up in your faith. When you wish them well and say, God, I just want you to bless them and enlarge their territory. Now, I don't want to shout over this, but is there anybody who can testify? I just want to see all my enemies blessed. He's in hiding place.
Don't kill him, Lord. Not yet.
In the wilderness.
Don't kill him. Bless him.
Since he go to the wilderness, I'm done. I'm close. I got more message, but I'm gonna cut across the field. So
My Lord.
he's in the woods, and so while he's in the same woods, God sends Saul's son Jonathan.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. His dad has been looking for him every day. But the issue is this. He can't find him. But Jonathan goes in the same woods.
Yeah.
Because y'all keep missing the text. The location didn't change.
No.
It was the same place that Saul has been looking for him every day. Walks right up to David. Hey brother, how you doing? I just come to tell you everything is gonna be all right. I come to tell you this, that what God has for you, it is for you. When you walk in your new season, get away from people who don't want to see you happy, who don't want to see you walk in what God has for you. I need you to look at somebody and tell them, I ain't jealous of you. Tell them, because what God has for you, it is for you. Hold on. I know why y'all ain't shouting. I know. One of the reasons why many folk ain't saying nothing is because y'all
Don't worry about that. Preach.
how to get rid of the Sauls in your life.
Preach. Don't worry about shouting. Preach.
That envious person, that person wants to see you prosper. That person who always got something negative and nasty.
Come on.
Tell your neighbor, get rid of the Sauls in your life. Hold up, I know why y'all ain't saying that. Because it's going to be hard to get rid of Saul when you are Saul. I'm trying to figure out how you don't clap for no other group but your own group. How you don't feel the spirit until you get to singing it. How you don't feel the anointing unless you preaching and got the mic. Something wrong with that picture.
All right.
So tell your neighbor, get rid of the Sauls in your life. So he walks in the same woods. Because one thing about God, y'all gotta understand, God knows who to keep in your life. And God knows who to keep out of your life. And the reason why many of y'all don't shout no more is because you're trying to make seasonal people a lifetime.
Right.
You don't believe You think I'm just making this up off the top of my head? So let me say it about it. So it's only certain people.
Right. Your season is
that
up.
God designs to
There I
bring
go.
something out of you. And there's only certain people, Mama Chris, who can just speak to your spirit and it connects. Because everybody can't speak to your situation.
Okay.
Everybody ought not be able to speak over y'all. If you're running and trying to get a word all the time, something wrong with you. This is the problem I'm having with y'all. How you go to these programs and we don't want the preachers to prophesy to you, but you won't go to church on Sunday morning and get what your pastor told you. God designed certain people who can speak to your life. So what better way than to let your enemies phone speak to your situation?
That's good.
Jonathan said, wait a minute, brother. He said, you know what? I ain't coming here. I ain't coming to tell on you. I ain't going to tell my daddy where you are. Because God didn't send me to do all that. God did send me to do three things for you.
What is it?
Empower you, encourage you, and embrace you. When you get beyond all of that and think you're too big to encourage people, to empower people, and embrace people, you have lost the main focus of Jesus Christ. Because Jesus came to empower us with the Holy Ghost. Please don't run, preacher, because I'm finished out. He not only empowers us, but he encourages us every day. He tells us that his mercies are new every morning. And then he embraces us by showing us, there I know you done had some mistakes and mishaps and some misfortunes, but I died for you. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me today. Hold up, here it is. I'm gone. Because Jonathan says, I want to be your strength when you're weak. Then he says, I want to encourage you because I want you to know I'm not worried about the position because I see your potential. Stop hanging around people who can see your right now and not your not yet.
Tell it, Tate.
I need you to look down your row. I'm done. And look at somebody and holler at them right quick and say, neighbor, don't get so caught up in my right now that you miss my not yet. Because I got some stuff that God has designed for my life. And I believe that if I wait on him, I'm going to receive everything I've been praying for. I'm going to. He empowers him. He encourages him. But then he embraces him. Here it is. Because I want y'all to hear this because this is the important part. Because I see this often, not just here in quartet, but I see it in church. Period. He says, I want to make a covenant between you and the Lord. A covenant simply means I won't take things I know about you to use them to hurt you with. You don't like that. You don't like that. You don't like that. A covenant simply means if you give me your sword, I won't turn around and kill you with it.
All right.
Church folk is something the fakest folk in the world. Because y'all the only folk that have mastered how to smile in folks' face and talk about them soon they walk out the room. Why you didn't say that when you were... Okay, y'all don't like when I'm saying that. Church folk are the only people who done mastered how to be nasty, negative, and nice. I'll get back on the plane today. I go home. Listen, God bless you. God bless you. I pray your success on your showcase. God bless you real good. But I want you to know something. That when you have a real friend, when you have real people around you, they can know the worst about you and still think the best of you. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me today. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, you ain't got to tell me about my past. I know my past better than getting ready to go. You love me for who I'm getting ready to become. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, you better find somebody around you who can look far beyond your faults, your failures, your flaws, and still see your beautiful future. Because y'all don't know when to shout. Y'all don't know when to shout. Jonathan must have known. Just a few years later, there was going to be somebody who knew the worst about all of us and tell his daddy, nail me to the cross. Before y'all shout over name it and claim it, and before you get your $1 million and your new house and your new man, you better learn how to shout over that he died for you. You better learn how to shout over the fact that when he knew the worst about you, he still was nailed to a cross for your crazy self, for your low-down self. Hold on, I need somebody in this house who can testify. Thank God he took my place. Okay, I'm done. He says, I want you to know, and I want you to understand, I come tell you what God has for you. It is for you. But then he says, not only you understand, God will keep you. And somehow you survived because he kept you from being discovered. He kept you from being discouraged. But then lastly, in text, I'm done. Is that God will keep you from being defeated. Oh, I need you to lean over to somebody right quick. Now, don't talk to nobody that don't want to have no church and tell them I'm not defeated. Oh, they too bougie big time. Find somebody from the hood who had to struggle a little while and tell them I'm not defeated. Tell them I am not defeated. Because the Bible closes by saying that although he goes to live in the stronghold, the Bible says that David is still and so the Bible says that he is still alive. Tell your neighbor, say neighbor, I'm still here. No, you looking at me. Tell somebody around you, I'm still alive. No, y'all still looking at me. I said, tell your neighbor, I'm still alive. I should have been dead and gone, but oh, the Lord let me alone. I'm a living testimony. I gotta close here, but look over at your neighbor and say, neighbor, the devil tried all he could to steal my joy. The devil tried all he could to take me out, but my testimony is this morning. When I look over my life and I think things over, I've got to testify that I'm like the old church. My good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain. God been good to me. I got old. But if there anybody in this building who can testify, I've been sick, but I'm still here. Is there anybody who can testify? I've been broke, but I'm still here. Is there anybody in this building that can testify? I've been down, but I'm still here. I need somebody who can testify. They walked out my life, but I'm still here. I need somebody who can testify. They put lies out, they put all kind of rumors, but the good news is I'm still here. Tell somebody I'm still here. And because I am still here, I can testify. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. Can't nobody do me like the Lord. I need you right now. Grab somebody by the hand. Don't hold a hand like a dead fish, but hold your neighbor. Hold your neighbor. Hold your neighbor. Hold your neighbor's hand and say, neighbor, excuse me if I shout. Oh, excuse me if I praise. But say, neighbor, I am a living testimony. Should have been dead and gone, but oh, the Lord let me live a little while longer. And I tell you, when the devil see you coming, just tell that devil I'm still alive. When they try to figure out how you were sick and God healed your body, tell them God, turn my life around. I got to go, but slip your arms around somebody. Come on, slip your arms around your brother. Slip your arms around your sister and say, neighbor, go on and praise him. Tell them, go on and shout, because the devil meant it for you.